Code of conduct. So our code of conduct is posted on our website, and if you've got time, I suggest going through and reading through it. It has a lot of meaningful information in it. But to summarize it, the mission of SecDSM cannot be achieved without a harassment-free community. Harassment is defined, applies to all SecDSM members and sponsors. Reporting and board action is defined, including warning or expulsion. So, everyone here, as a factor of being here, you are a SecDSM member. So just keep that in mind. If you have any problems in this community, reach out to us in Slack, a board member in person, or admins at secdsm.org. We'll be happy to talk to you. So we exist to build each other up. We want to challenge ideas, not people. So we don't want to attack each other. We want to attack ideas, attack concepts. So just, I could summarize this by saying, be excellent to each other. House rules. These are important. These are the things that our hosts, our gracious hosts, have asked of us, and we want to abide by this. So please remember these, please take these seriously, and please abide by them. Clean up your dishes and put them in the kitchen, but no loitering in the kitchen. If you're going to have a conversation, take it outside the kitchen. Stay on the linoleum. If you're not standing on linoleum, you're in a place you should not be, other than that room where the locks are. Anything that's far past the stairwell, don't go there. It's not for us, so stay out of there. Stay out of the freezer. Stay out of the freezer. So there's nothing in the freezer for anyone here, so just stay out. Obey all instructions from James or any other pillar staff. If they tell you to stop doing something, stop doing it. What? Yeah, not that James, the other James, skinny James. I mean, be excellent to each other. Come on. Something bothering you, got an idea? Admins at secdsm.org, or come find us. We'd love to hear your ideas, your thoughts, your complaints, whatever kind of feedback you have, we want to hear about. Do you have some feedback for us, sir? Yeah, I was attacking the concept. Yeah, exactly. Duly noted. Want to help out? We always need speakers, we always need sponsors, and we always need donations. If you can help us in any of those three facilities, please reach out. Again, any board member will be happy to talk to you about that. Also, we're looking for people to help out with our AV team. I know Jared would love some help because he does a lot for us, and he's running out of hands. Transparency report. I'm going to, in just a moment, invite Aaron to Kip up to go over the numbers, but I want to say thanks to the Forge. Pillar invites us here every month and gives us this wonderful space, provides the wonderful alcohol and other beverages, and we can't thank them enough for what they do for us. Related to that, I want to thank our sponsor, Vectra. He's right over here. Kurt at Vectra is right over here. Go talk to him before you leave. Just say hi, say what's up, introduce yourself. He's a good guy, and talk to Kurt. All right, with that, I'm going to invite Aaron up to go over financial transparency.
Thank you. All right, financial transparency reports. I switched up the graphics a little bit this month because I was playing around in QuickBooks last night, and I found a wonderful chart on expenses for the year which categorized everything by category of how we spent stuff, which I thought was cool. So at a high level, between now and last month, we had $500 go out the door for food. We had an Amazon Smile donation, if you will, come in for $24.84 as people have bought things off Amazon using our Amazon Smile stuff. And we had an anonymous $30 donation show up in the mail. So from whoever that was from, thank you. We got $62.43.67 in the bank. Everything balances. And I think we have sponsorship paid up through November at this point. And just like we said before, go talk to Vectra. Thank you to all our sponsors, and that's all I've got. Thank you.
Aaron. Let's have a round of applause for Aaron. Thank you. Yes. This live streaming we have is provided by Principal, Dwala, and Business Solver. They gave us a small donation so that we could get some really nice equipment and stream this over the internet more easily. So we want to thank those three partners and just thank them for their contribution. Swag. All right. We've got T-shirts, polos, and stocking caps. The T-shirts are $20. The polos are $40. Stocking hats are $20. Patches are $5. Or you could give a talk and get one for free. If you're interested in that, come talk to me afterwards. If you're interested in any of the other swag, please talk to Matt White over there. He's raising his hand. He's dealing with the mannequins. He's the guy to talk to. He loves cash. Have you experienced imposter syndrome? So Tom Pohl a couple months ago in April did the 101, and he put this slide in here. And we've kept it because we felt like it's important to bring up within our community. None of us know everything, but together we know a lot more than just one person, I guess is the way of putting it. So if you feel like you don't know something, chances are you're not the only one. Just ask someone. You know, everyone here is willing to help and share knowledge, and again, just raise each other up. You know, that's what we're here for, to be excellent to each other. Slack. We have a Slack channel. You can sign up at secdsm.org. It's just enter in your email, first name, last name, and submit. You'll get an email that tells you how to log into our Slack channel. And this is really the place where we congregate outside of this meeting. Like, there's 400 plus people in that channel, all information security professionals from all over the place, mainly Des Moines, but all over the world. And it's a great place to like ask questions again and get connected with the community. So I highly encourage you to sign up for that Slack if you haven't already. Upcoming events. We got Tour Camp, B-Sides Las Vegas, DEF CON, and CornCon 4. So the big ones out in Las Vegas are happening. I know there's a group of people from SecDSM who will be out there. If you want to get connected with them, talk to Brandon Murphy. I think he's going. So that's how you can get connected with him if you want to meet up with everyone. Again, the con channel in Slack is also a good place to get connected with people going to conferences. So I encourage you to reach out in those areas. Related, Circle City Con was earlier this month. Aaron and Tom Pohl took first place and got a black badge for us, which has been added to our scholarship fund. And we just want to give a round of applause to those guys for their excellent work and their contribution to the community. Like I said, SecDSM Conference Scholarship. We now have 3 of these black badges from Circle City Con. And we have some from other conferences that people have gone to, won the CTF, and come back and donated their black badge to us. So we're going to be handing these out to people, I believe, throughout the year so that they can attend conferences. If you're interested, again, see Brandon Murphy. He has more details on that. And it's on the website, Brandon says, yelling from the back of the room. With that, I'm going to ask Abby to come up to talk a little bit about SecDSM workshops.
For those of you that don't know me, I am Abby. I'm the training and workshop coordinator for SecDSM. We have some exciting news, so if everyone could take out their calendar. On September 19th, we have our first SecDSM conference workshop. So we are going to be hosting an all-day event where you can come. We don't have a speaker yet, so we are still working on some details, but it'll roughly be around $25. Lunch is included, and it will be an all-day beta workshop. So if you know of a workshop or a trainer or anyone who would like to come speak or something that you would like to come do, please feel free to reach out to myself and we can work something out.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Abby. Thank you. Yeah, full round of applause. Thank you. The mini SecDSM, the mini CTF for SecDSM this month just arrived a few minutes ago. I'm not sure if it's operational yet. Anyone know? That fine bearded gentleman is going to find the Wi-Fi password and get it up and running. So when it is up and running, it's going to be available at this URL. That's not right. We'll throw this slide up after the 101 when we have the right information. Hobbies channel on Slack. I'm going to invite Mr. James up to talk about.
So since Mr. Stark loves me so much, I will bring back officially a joke from last year, which is the Chub Chub News Network, which is what I'll be talking about in a minute. Spring and summer movies. We got this out in the channel if anything's coming up. I know everybody gets busy in the summer with kids stuff and things like that, so we don't have really anything planned out there. Range day. The last one got rained out because it was a monsoon outside. So I'm going to throw a poll out there on Slack just to see what people are feeling and if we want to do indoor or outdoor range at some point in July if anybody's free. And then don't know how far this has gotten, but if anyone wants to talk to Reed on Slack or at his Twitter account, talk about a Ragbri team. That's pretty much it for the Hobbies channel. Anybody got any other suggestions, that type of thing, go ahead and just jump out on the channel and talk to the rest of us. All right, 5 quick news stories. VirusTotal updated, I think this was yesterday or maybe the day before, that VirusTotal's now got a service called VirusTotal Monitor. I believe there's a free portion that's available, but there is also a paid service part, and they will essentially scan your code, any programs, that type of thing, to decide against all the virus inspection tools, whether it actually shows up as malware or not. They do have a comment in there that I thought was pretty important if you're interested in using the service, that it does, unlike the normal VirusTotal system, if you have subscriber access to VirusTotal Intelligence, you cannot find this code. It is on the private side unless you've uploaded it through the traditional VirusTotal methods with the API. So if you upload something, it's only out there if it gets flagged as malware, and they'll send you a report, and then they'll actually turn around and shoot something to the antivirus company that found it, just to give them an alert and a heads up. I think about a week ago, the U.S. actually sanctioned a few Russian entities and specific individuals over some ties to the Russian FSB and cyber hacking, malware, that type of thing. The Department of the Treasury actually announced this, that it was 5 Russian companies. That kind of, if you dig into the details on the story, it's actually pretty much one company and some sub-firms that subcontract for them, and 3 specific individuals that they were just essentially assisting the FSB in doing cyber attacks outside the country, and the actual individuals that responded with, "Oh no, it's not me, I promise, what are you talking about? I just happened to subcontract for this company." And then this just happened this week for a little coin mining fun. 16 members of a Chinese IT support company were arrested for getting hired to go in and fix slow internet activity and malware-infected machines in internet cafes, and then following up as they left by installing coin miners that were paying money back to the company. So there's a little, business plan for you if you want to move to China and get thrown in jail forever. And then this lovely superstar was a dark web drug vendor who actually ended up pleading guilty after being arrested last fall when he headed to the World Beard and Mustache Championships in Austin, Texas, and got popped because he put a tip jar on his dark web market for his drug narcotics selling plan under the nickname Oxy Monster, which I think is just awesome to go with that sweet beard. And turned around and put a tip jar, and instead of using the dark web marketplace, attached it, I believe, to a public account that was owned underneath his name. And then we finally have, all those Vault 7 hacking leaks that were CIA hacking tools that none of us bothered to look at, of course, and especially any of us with security clearances that are involved in any, legal enforcement type of thing. Any of those tools that were out there, the CIA has actually charged this gentleman with it. He is a stand-up individual. He was a subcontractor that actually worked for the NSA and the DoD doing development at the time. And just to follow up on this, they found this 6 months after they arrested him, I believe either early spring or last fall, for child pornography on his system. So he's a superstar. And that is it for the news. So we always like to throw the jobs out there. If anybody is gutsy enough to come up and wants to do live interview and put themselves out there and say they're looking for a position, we're welcome to that. But we usually just have people come up and say, you know, open jobs at their companies and what they're looking for, experience level, that type of thing. So, Jake, are you throwing yourself on the mercy of the court?
Yeah, believe it or not, I'm not hiring, but this officially starts my 11-month countdown of seeking employment. If anyone's hiring, looking for someone like me, I'm going to get my master's from Iowa State here in 10 months, 11 months. I'd love to talk it over with the beer. I'm really looking at red team jobs, but I want to get into security as not a student, but as an employee. So I'll be floating around out there if you want to talk to me.
Good evening. I'm Ben. I work at Dewala. We're hiring. We're about 65 people now. We plan on being 100 by the end of the year. So in particular, we want to hire in 3 areas. One is engineering, so actually development, both on the product side, so adding features that will help our customers, including security features, or in the platform side. Think of that more as DevOps, making tooling and automation that ruthlessly automates and delivers our product. The last is security, which is my team. So we're looking for a technical, not quite a lead, but a senior security engineer on my team. It's posted at dewala.com, but talk to me afterwards, whether you think it's good job, bad job, you don't understand it, you think it's written crappy. Come talk to me because we want to grow our team, and we're a learning organization, want to learn and learn from you.
Cool.
Hey, I'm Zach. I work with ProCircular out in the Iowa City area. We have 2 red team and 2 blue team intern positions that are coming open within the next month or so. It's not on the table yet, but we're bumping up needing a new red team engineer as well. So submit a resume and we'll take a look at it. And I'm around as well, so find me.
Awesome. No. No, you're fine.
You know, it's one of those things. Hey, how's it going? So I'm Aaron Tekip. I'm the AVP of IT Infrastructure at Business Solver. I work with Tom and Brad. What's that? Oh, whatever. So I've got a couple roles open right now. I've got a senior DevOps engineer open, looking for somebody with a lot of scripting experience, automation, AWS, and Linux guru. We're also looking for an IT security engineer. Strong infrastructure background, identity and access management, all the cool technology you could want to play with, we've got.
Awesome. Anybody else? Going once? Going twice? Brandon? No? All right. All right. That's it for me. I will hand it back over to Nick.
Thank you, James. Round of applause for James. All right, we're going to go over tonight's agenda real quick. This is the 101. That was the news that just happened. 6:30 is Ryan Walker and Ben Schmidt. Tool Talk on canaries in your data center, not the mine. 7:10 is Ryan Rost. Tool Talk Intro to Bloodhound. And then 7:45 is Aaron again, Driving Change Without Authority, Sales Skills for InfoSec Pros. Last note, TAP is closed at 8:30. And there's no more beer at that point. So if it's past 8:30, don't use the taps. 9 o'clock, CTF winners, and everyone goes home. And along those lines, the CTF link has been updated. The slide has been updated. So after this slide, encouraging people to sign up for speaker slots next month, we'll go back up to... Oh, okay.
Sorry. So, there are a lot of people here. You might be wondering, SecDSM is awesome. How can I help? Present. It is the #1 way that you can help our community. Teach us what you know. I don't know what you know. We all have different experience and different expertise. I want to learn from you. You might think that we have a pool of speakers lined up. Notice this slide. There is no speakers for next month right now. And trust me, if no one else is up there, I'll speak. You don't want that. The last presentation I did was horrible. I mean, like, legit really bad. So please submit a talk. It's the #1 way that you can give back to this community. Thank you.
And with that, we'll go back to the CTF slide, and in a few minutes, we will start the first presentation.